Actually lined up all of our singers this year. That's the lovely lady who just walked out front. Ruth is going to sign the national anthem. George, we had a lot because we love him a lot, and George is going to be doing the singing. So whenever you two are ready, take it away.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hey, that was cool. Great job, folks. Thank you very much.
The 2025 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2025 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutshaw. Glad to be with you here tonight as we get ready for a matchup out of the North Division here on this Saturday night. The 15-10 Strasburg Express play host to the 13-13 Winchester Royals. Justin Gay gets the start tonight for the Express. Justin is a 6'8" right-hander out of Florida Atlantic University. He hails from Spring Hill, Florida. And the lineup he will face tonight for the visiting Winchester Royals. Leading off and playing center field is Jamie Padilla. Batting second is Connor Guy. He's the right fielder. Batting third, Cole Meyer, the left fielder. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Parker Fry. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Todd Abraham. Batting sixth is Ian Kaiser, the DH. Batting seventh is Sean Pokarock, the catcher. Batting eighth is A.J. Labuciano, the third baseman. And batting ninth is Easton Albert, the shortstop. Vincent Salva will get the start tonight for the Winchester Royals. Well, it's good to be back here on the air tonight. Big thanks to Hannah Hollingsworth for covering our last broadcast back about a week ago today, actually, against the Newmarket Rebels. So we are back on the air tonight with video, and we're ready for this game to get started here with Strasburg and Winchester. Beautiful night here at the ballpark. Temps in the mid-80s once again, but no rain in the area, at least for now. First pitch of the game, Padilla swings and fouls it back at 7:02, and we're underway here from First Bank Park here in Strasburg. The right-hander, Justin Gay, getting the start tonight, enters with a record of 0-1, an ERA of 1.20. This is his second start of the year, his ninth appearance. The 0-1. Swinging a shallow pop into left center. Coming in is Ostring, and he makes the catch. One up, one down for Gay and the Express here in the first. Rest of the numbers for Justin. He has thrown 15 innings, now 15 in the third. He has 17 strikeouts. He's allowed 10 hits, and he's walked one man. So Padilla, who entered hitting .329, flies out. Here's Connor Guy, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Connor Guy hitting .298, a couple of home runs, and 9 driven in. Bats from the left side here. He's out of St. John's River State College. The 0-1. Swing and a foul back. Jamie Padilla, who led off the game, hails from Winchester. He attends Shenandoah University in Winchester. Count is quickly 0-2 to Connor Guy, the Winchester right fielder here, just underway, top of the first. Right-hander Gay sets from the stretch and deals, and a breaking ball misses a little bit off the plate. The count is 1-2. Well, both of these teams had yesterday off for the 4th of July. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Strasburg coming off of a 11-8 win over Front Royal. Meanwhile, Winchester is coming off of a 15-1 loss to Woodstock. 1-2, swing and a miss. And Justin Gay picks up the strikeout, his first of the game, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the first. With 2 outs in the inning, it brings up Cole Meyer, the left fielder. Meyer out of Chattahoochee Valley Community College, 5'10" right-hander out of Savannah, Georgia. The pitch, breaking ball high, ball 1. Dimensions here at the ballpark in Strasburg, 300 feet down the lines left and right, and straightaway center, the deepest part of the park, is 365. Hitter's ballpark, the 1-0. And that is a good pitch there from Justin Gay. Fastball in there, 1-1. Cole Meyer, 2 for 6 to start the season, hitting .333. Justin, a quick worker. He's ready and deals. And that's fouled off. Defense tonight for Strasburg in the outfield. Ostring in left making his Express debut. Douglas in center and De Los Santos is in right. Anderson at third, Bowles at short, Castillo at second, Beaver at first, and Duff is doing the catching. This is the home debut as well for Brady Bowles. 1-2, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Kicks and deals. Breaking ball, chop foul. So again, the new left fielder for the Express, Paul Osting out of Western Illinois University, 6-foot switch hitter out of Louisville, Kentucky. 1-2. The pitch to Meyer. And that just misses. Good looking fastball there. Might have been a little bit up or maybe a little bit out. Count is 2-2. Field in pretty good condition here. Grass looks great. Even as hot as it has been, we've had plenty of rain. 2-2. Breaking ball, and that apparently a little bit inside. Again, Gay has walked just one man in 15 2/3. But he's in danger here of walking his second of the season. 3-2. And a strike three called at the bottom of the zone. And Gay picks up 2 strikeouts in the inning and works a 1-2-3 inning. Express coming to bat. They'll face Vincent Salvo, the left-hander, when we return here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. Vincent Salvo, the left-hander, gets the start tonight for Winchester. Salvo out of the Tigers of Towson University, 5'10", lefty from Vienna, Virginia. And the lineup he will face tonight for Strasburg, leading off and playing center, it's Jay Douglas. Batting second and playing short, Brady Bowles. Batting third is Eddie Castillo. He's playing second base tonight. Batting fourth, Landon Beaver, the first baseman. Paul Osting, the left fielder, will bat fifth. Jake McCarter, the DH, will bat sixth. Jack Anderson, the third baseman, bats seventh. First pitch to Douglas is low, ball one. Christian De Los Santos, the right fielder, will bat eighth. And batting ninth and doing the catching for Strasburg is Logan Duff. 1-0 count to Jay Douglas. Douglas hitting .326 with a home run and 4 runs driven in. The pitch. Inside, 2-0. Numbers on the year for Salvo. He's gone 19 innings. He struck out 15, has an ERA of 3.79. Salvo does walk some guys. He's walked 10 in those 19 innings. 2-0. Swinging a liner foul down the left field line. Douglas a little bit out in front. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jay out of Eastern Kentucky University, out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Leading off here, as he has been doing for a while for the Express. 2 balls, 1 strike. Breaking ball in there, it's 2-2. Well, comparison of these two teams on the hitting and pitching side, Strasburg coming in #1 offense in the league, and it's by a pretty wide margin. 2-2, breaking ball outside. The Express unofficially, and I say that because of some stats currently missing, they've hit 34 home runs. And as a team, they're hitting 287, slugging 458. 3-2. And a little nubber to second, it'll be caught. It stayed up in the air in time for Abraham to get there and make the snag, and there's one out here in the first.
Now batting shortstop from Panola Junior College, number 41.
The Express with a team OPS of 865, which is almost over 100 points more than the second place Stanton Braves. So hitting has not been an issue at all for this team. The pitch to Brady Bowles, the shortstop, misses ball one. First home game of the year here for Bowles. He's played a few games, some of the road games to this point. He's been off to a great start. He's hitting .714, 5 for 7 with a home run and 4 RBIs. That misses 2-0. Bowles, the shortstop out of Panola Junior College, 6-foot right-hander, and he's in a hitter's count here, 2-0. And he lines it to third. It's going to be picked up on a short hop. Labuciano's throw to first is in time. And there are quickly 2 outs here in this bottom of the first inning.
The second baseman from the University of New Orleans, number 3, Eddie.
And it brings up Eddie Castillo, the second baseman, getting to start at second tonight. A little bit unusual. He has played at least one other game there this year. He's out of the University of New Orleans, 5'9" right-hander out of Tallahassee, Florida. The pitch, and he takes a changeup down and away. Offensively for Winchester, they're about 6th in the league. Mid-pack with a .253 batting average. They've hit just 11 home runs. That one misses again, so another 2-0 count. I believe this is to all 3 hitters falling behind 2-0, but he got the first 2 out. Castillo does have power. And he grounds it up the middle, through for a base hit, past the pitcher Salvo. And Eddie Castillo gets Strasburg their first hit of the game here with 2 outs in the first.
The first baseman from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, number 15, Landon Beaver.
So Castillo on the season now 19 for 53 over a .350 batting average. And here is Landon Beaver, the first baseman. Beaver making his return to the lineup. He got injured the other night at Woodstock. Same injury that he had the first game of the year, fouling a pitch off of his leg. And he swings and hits it in the air to left, foul and out of play. It's 0-1. Beaver enters play with 6 home runs and 26 RBIs. He has put together a heck of a season so far. He's out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham, out of Smith Station, Alabama. Facing the left-hander here, the 0-1. And that is hit in the air, but he got under it. It's deep to right. It's going to stay in the park. Coming in now and calling him off, the center fielder Padilla. And the inning is over. Beaver getting under that just a tad bit. If he hadn't, it probably would have left the park. But a quick inning for both teams. Strasburg does get a hit, but they leave a man on. We head to the second. No score from Strasburg. Back to Strasburg, we go to the top of the second. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or listening on Stretch Internet. Kyle Gutshaw with you from First Bank Park. We go to the top of the inning. Parker Fry leads off, and he swings and fouls one back from the right-hander Justin Gay. It's 0-1. This is the matchup of the tall guys here. Parker Fry, 6'5", and Justin Gay at 6'8". 0-1 to the left-hander. And that looks pretty good, but it's called ball one. Fry hitting .259 with a home run and 16 RBIs. He hails from East Strasburg University. 1-1. Swing and a foul back, and the count is 1-2.
Please return all foul balls to the train station and pick up your free spot.
Other games going on around the league tonight, actually two finals. Charlottesville beat Harrisonburg 5-4, and Stanton beat Covington 7-0. 1-2. Gay deals, and a breaking ball is popped up, shallow left, backing out is Bowles. Coming in is the left fielder, and Bowles will just reach up to make the catch. And there's one out here in the second inning for the Royals. Todd Abraham will step in.
Second baseman from Binghamton University, number 33, Todd Abraham.
Abraham out of Binghamton University, hails from Rome, New York. 5'11", 185. Woodstock's at Front Royal tonight as the Cardinals look to end their 12-game losing streak, playing the best team record-wise in the league. In Woodstock, the pitch is a strike. Percival's at Newmarket tonight. Culpeper's at Waynesboro, and Stanton trailing Covington 2-0 in Game 2 of their doubleheader at Covington. Covington's going to have a long day tomorrow. We'll tell you about that here in just a second. The 0-1. The pitch to Abraham, and that's outside. Covington will play a doubleheader tomorrow. The Lumberjacks go to Woodstock at 1 o'clock, and then they go to Front Royal at 6 o'clock, and they're both 9-inning games because they're two different opponents. Long day for the Jacks tomorrow. 1-1, and that is chopped foul. And Winchester, the Royals have an early day. They're at Charlottesville at 1 o'clock. Meanwhile, Strasburg tomorrow evening will be at Stanton. That'll be a late night, 7:30 start. 1-2 to Todd Abraham, hitting .272. And he swings and chops one to the right side. Beaver has it go off of his glove, trickles away, and reaching first is Abraham on a E3.
The DH from Binghamton, number 35, Ian Kaiser.
So an error on Beaver. And here's Ian Kaiser, the DH. First base runner for Winchester. Kaiser swings and misses. Kaiser listed as a pitcher on the roster here, but he's hitting .333 through 21 at-bats with a home run and 4 RBIs. Pretty good lead over there, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got it right past him. Quickly 0-2. Kaiser also from Binghamton. Quickly 0-2 the count to Ian Kaiser, the DH, with a man on and one out. Abraham takes his lead. Gay holds him on. He goes, and then he stops. It's a ground ball to short. This could be two. Bowles will tag the bag and go to first. Double play. 6-3 twin killing, and that'll do it in the top of the second. Express work around an error with a double play. We head to the bottom of the second. Express coming to bat here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. No score, we go to the bottom of the second. Paul Osting will bat and take a strike. It's 0-1. Paul making his home debut here in Strasburg in 2025 and making his Express debut in general. First plate appearance of the season. Switch hitter, and he takes a strike quickly. 0-2 out of Western Illinois University. It'll be Osting, McCarter, and Anderson due up here against the lefty Salvo. And he swings and pops it up behind the plate, and that's going to hit the pole and bounce away and roll behind the trash can. Count is still 0-2. Strasburg wearing their white, black, and purple uniforms here tonight. White pants, purple stripe. 0-2. And that is inside, laid off the breaking ball. Winchester wearing their green, like a Hunter green or Milwaukee Bucks green, or however you want to put it. I like it compared to what it used to be. Looks very sharp. They've got the white as well. That is down and in. And then there's a little bit of like a yellowish like they used to have. Yeah. Pretty sharp uniforms now. I think one of the better ones in the league at this point. 2-2. That is way outside 3-2. I've seen different iterations of jerseys over the years in the Valley League. Covington used to have like these black uniforms. Those probably got pretty hot. From 0-2 to 3-2, and ball hit by pitch. Welcome to the Valley League. He gets nailed in the leg after being behind 0-2. Solid plate appearance there from Paul Osting after falling behind 0-2. So he is on base in a little bit of a painful manner, but it's a good start to his on-base percentage. Jake McCarter will step in. He is out of High Point University. McCarter, 6-foot righty from Winchester, Pennsylvania. The pitch. Breaking ball is in there on the outside corner. According to the home plate umpire, 0-1. McCarter hitting .243 with a home run and 8 RBIs. McCarter still trying to get that power to come around. That misses outside. Again, he had power this year in college. I mean, he hit the ball pretty well there for High Point. And if he can get going here for the Express and just add on to the power in this lineup, that is lined in the left. That's going to be down for a base hit. So Jake McCarter singles in the left for his 11th hit of the year. And the Express are in business, first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning.
The third baseman from James Madison University, number 14, Jack Anderson.
Here's Jack Anderson, the third baseman from the Dukes of James Madison University. Anderson awaits and takes outside, ball 1. Again, I talked about some stats missing. See some guys not have the total number of their stats showing right now. Hopefully that will be changing soon back to where it should be. Anderson, as of right now, showing with 4 home runs, but he does have 5 home runs on the year. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. He was fooled there on a breaking ball, 1-1. I believe the Express are missing 3 to 4 home runs. Mosley's missing 1. Anderson's missing 1. I think somebody else too. The 1-1. That is way outside, and some control issues here in this inning for Salvo. He's thrown 13 strikes to 14 balls through an inning plus. Dangerous count here for Anderson in a home run ballpark. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swinging a liner to left. It's a base hit. And Phil Betterly going to hold the runner at third. Ball's fired into the cut nicely. Bases loaded and nobody out here for Strasburg in the second inning.
Now batting the right fielder from Seminole State College, number 25, Christian De Los Santos.
And Christian De Los Santos will step in with the bases full and nobody out. De Los Santos out of Seminole State College. Hails from Miami, 6'3", 225. All the home runs in this lineup, and Christian does not have one yet, but if you look at it, he's got the most power probably on this entire team. Swing and a miss. He just has not been able to get the power stroke going. He's hitting .236, no home runs, but he does have 6 RBIs, and a great spot here to give the Express the lead. The pitch. That is a good one in there, 0-2. So Salvo jumping ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. And close pitch, then nearly a swing and a miss, but first base umpire says no, he didn't. That looked identical to the last pitch. That's why he wanted to swing at it, I think. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Base is full. That is outside, 2-2. Royals trying to get through this inning here. Hit by pitch, a single and a single. With De Los Santos batting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And De Los Santos down on strikes for the first out. He pulled the string on him. And it brings Logan Duff to the plate. As many runs and as much success as Strasburg has had offensively this year, I almost bet they're the worst team in the league when it comes to the bases being loaded and having nobody out. See if Duff can come up big. First pitch, called strike, 0-1. Duff out of Randolph-Macon College, 6-foot righty from Forest, Virginia. Logan hitting .225 with a home run and 4 RBIs. 0-1. That's a fastball up and away, 1-1. Strasburg has scored 196 runs this year. And he grounds it foul, and he's behind 1-2. Top of the lineup is next. And if Salvo can either limit the damage to 1 or get out of this with nothing, that would be a huge momentum boost for the Royals, a team that the Express have not played all that well this year. The Royals have been able to beat up on them a little bit for whatever reason. 1-2, way outside. We're seeing Salvo have to throw a lot of extra pitches. He's getting ahead. Oh, ball nearly thrown away by the catcher, Pokerock. But he's getting ahead 0-2 or, 1-2, and then he's having to work hard to get back in the zone. 2-2 to Duff. Swinging a chopper to third. This is going to be a throw to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. So the Express do get a run. An RBI ground out for Logan Duff, making it 1-0 here in the second. So Austin comes in to score. Good effort by the Royals trying to turn the 5-4-3 double play, but just couldn't get the job done. Duff hustled it down the line. So fielder's choice RBI for Duff. And here's Jay Douglas with men at first and third and 2 outs. Douglas a line out his first time. He takes ball 1. Well, if Salvo holds him to 1 here, he's going to have to be very happy with himself there after the bases were loaded with nobody out. But still a chance here to score another couple of runs. Douglas swings and fouls it away. It's 1-1. Who knows, the ball could get thrown away. Always got to be paying attention if you're over there at third base as the base runner, and that's currently Jake McCarter. 1-1 to Douglas. That's high, and again, having to fall behind and work from behind, 2-1. And ball Ball three. 3 balls and a strike now. Brady Bowles, the shortstop on deck, grounded out to third his first time up, back in the last inning in the first. Douglas will be ready to hack here, and he swings and pops it up. In the infield, Fry makes the catch, and the Express score a run, but it could have been a lot worse. Winchester gets out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam, just allowing the 1 run. As we go to the third, 1-0 Express here on the Express Baseball Network.
Lynchburg College, number 29, Sam Pokerock.
Sam Pokerock, the Winchester catcher, will lead off. It'll be 7-8-9 here in this inning for the Royals as they trail 1-0. Justin Gay back to the mound for inning number 3. He's allowed an error so far, and that's it. It wasn't even on himself. The pitch. Pokerock takes a strike, 0-1. He's allowed 1 base runner. Pokerock out of Lynchburg College from Dumfries, Virginia. 0-1. And that is low, 1-1. He enters play hitting .250 with a couple of runs driven in. Gay deals, and that is lined in the center. Douglas coming in. He's going to get there. Good read out there in center by Jay Douglas on the line out to start the third inning. A.J. Labruciano will step in. He's the third baseman out of Rider University, 6'2" right-hander from Fredericksburg, Virginia. .27 pitches so far for Gay through 2 1/3. The pitch. Fastball fired in for a strike, 0-1. Labruciano hitting .206. He's 6 for 29 with 4 RBIs. Check swing. And he did not go, says the first base umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. And Gay finds the zone again. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. He looks in and delivers, and that is a little bit off the plate, 2-2. Pretty decent crowd here at the ballpark tonight. Saturday Night Baseball, the 5th of July in 2025. Two teams out of the North Division, Strasburg and Winchester. The 2-2, and that is a ground ball up the middle. It'll be through for a base hit, and it's the first hit of the game for the Royals with one out here in the top of the third. Thanks to A.J. Labruciano. And it brings the 9-hitter and the shortstop, Easton Albert, to the plate out of East Strasburg University. 5'7" right-hander out of Boyertown, Pennsylvania. Got the red helmet. The pitch, he shows bunt, pulls back and takes ball one. No check to first. Oh, now they will. He umpire checked to the first base umpire. He just shook his head no. I've never seen that. He didn't even put the safe sign up. He just shook his head. Oh. The 1-0. That's in there, 1-1. That's pretty funny. Yeah, he was saying, yeah, don't ask me. Hey, at least he's honest. Better than saying something if you didn't see it. 1-1. Gay looking for another double play, and he lines it into right. That's going to be down for a hit, and that's going to be trouble. Runner's going to go first to third here. De Los Santos fires in quickly. It'll be first and third with one out here for the Royals as the 8-9 hitters get the Royals offense going a bit here in this third inning.
Center fielder number 4, Jamie Padilla.
Here's Jamie Padilla, the center fielder from Shenandoah University. He flew out to left his first time up. So 2 singles back-to-back here for the 8th and 9th hitters in the Royals lineup. And just like that, they could easily tie it up. The pitch. Breaking ball fouled back to us, 0-1. Labruciano at third and Albert at first. One out, top 3. Winchester trailing 1-0. Runner goes. The pitch is up and in. Duff fakes the throw to second, and Albert prematurely dives into the base a little bit before he probably should have, and that might have hurt a little bit, but he's in there on the stolen base. So second and third now with one out. And the Express will surrender the run unless maybe the ball is hit to third. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by Padilla, 1-2. That's the thing about Justin Gay. His fastball is definitely above average. He can get it up there and move it around when he needs to. And he's got a pretty good breaking ball as well. So trying to get the punch out here. Padilla just trying to put it in play. 1-2. And a breaking ball, and that's crushed to left field. And Jamie Padilla has hit a 3-run home run, his second home run of the year, and the Royals lead it 3-1 here in the third. Back-to-back-to-back hits here for Winchester. And you remember that last half inning when the Express had the bases loaded and nobody out? Yeah, that is looking costly already as Padilla leaves the park to left.
Right fielder number 8. Got it.
He hung a breaking ball. Instead of going back to the fastball, he tried to get him on the breaking ball, and he left it right up in the middle of the plate, and Padilla didn't miss it. So 3-1 Royals. Here's Connor Guy, and he takes ball 1. Another check. Umpire says no, he didn't. 1-0. Connor Guy struck out his first time up. And that is popped up in the left. Long way for Osting, but he will make the catch in fair territory. And there are 2 outs. So Gay gets back in the groove a little bit and gets the out. Here's Cole Meyer. He struck out looking on a 3-2 pitch his first time up. Well, it's become kind of the usual, as that is a hit by pitch on the first pitch. The ball's going to roll all the way down the first base line and past the base. Don't see that very often. So a hit by pitch of Meyer, and Parker Fry will step in.
First baseman, number 27, Parker Fry.
I mean, Gay still has thrown 29 strikes to 13 balls. First pitch coming up here. And that is a strike, 0-1. The Express will have 2, 3, 4 due up in the bottom of the third. Vincent Salvo now holding a lead, starting pitcher for Winchester. Gay trying to hold it here, the 0-1, and that is popped up. This is going to be playable, and Austrian gets there to make the catch. And the inning is over. Winchester, single, and 3-run homer. And they have the lead for the first time tonight. We go to the bottom of the third. Winchester 3, Strasburg 1. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network. Three 0 Winchester as we go to the bottom of, 3-1 Winchester as we go to the bottom of the third. Strasburg sends up 2, 3, 4. Bowles, Castillo, and Beaver against the left-hander Salvo. The pitch to Bowles is in there, strike one. Brady with a ground out to third, his first time up. Both teams with 3 hits apiece here. 0-1. That is in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jamie Padilla with the big-time home run last half inning. He was behind in the count, but Gay left the breaking ball up and he didn't miss it. That's inside 2-1. And 3-1. Well, we all know what you don't want to do here after scoring those 3 runs. And ball 4, the leadoff walk here in the bottom of the third.
Second baseman, number 3, Eddie Castillo.
And Eddie Castillo will step in here for the Express. Nobody out, third inning. And he takes a strike, so Salvo back into the strike zone there, getting ahead 0-1. 0-1 is down and away. Boca Rock really like to keep the ball in front of him behind the plate. You don't want that runner to get up to second and take away the force. 1-1 to Eddie. That's high, 2 balls and a strike, and Salvo continuing to have some efficiency issues out there. Now 27 balls to 24 strikes. And Castillo is in a dangerous count here. 3-1, misses again. Well, the Express loaded them up last inning with nobody out. Scored the 1 run, an RBI ground out by Duff, but nothing else. Castillo might be ready to swing out of his shoes here, and can't swing at one that almost hits you on the belt buckle. Ball 4, first and second, nobody out.
Number 15, Landon Beaver.
I don't even see anybody down in the bullpen in general. There might be some guys sitting down on the bench. Can't tell from this vantage point, but we've got a visit to the mound here. Pokerock, the catcher, out to talk to Salvo. Beaver, the batter, he really got under the ball in his last swing. Hit it way up in the air to right field and really didn't look like it was going to go anywhere, but it actually went pretty deep, all things considered. But he'll step in here facing the left-hander. First and second, nobody out. Salvo looking for the punch out or the double play. The pitch. Inside, ball 1. Bowles with the walk to start the inning, and then Castillo right behind him with a walk. First 2 walks of the game, along with a hit by pitch. That is a good breaking ball in there for a strike on the outside, 1-1. Sun going down here at the ballpark, some shadows on the field, especially out in left field. Breaking ball, Beaver was well out in front, trying to turn on it and pull it to right, but couldn't connect, and he's behind 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And a ground ball foul down the first base side. Time is called while the Royals bullpen gets into position to pick up that baseball. One, 2 to Beaver. And that is fouled away. Emergency hack there from Landon. We'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Beaver, again, just getting a piece, fouling it off. I think if you're Salvo here, you want to keep trying to throw the off-speed stuff. You don't want to give Beaver a fastball. Give him a chance to get a hold of one. You want to try to keep him off balance, throw something down and away, making it tough for the left-handed bat to get to it. 60th pitch of the outing is drilled to right but foul. Turned on it and hit it over the bullpen into the shrubbery out there, the trees and bushes and all that. So still 1-2. And that is hit to left and out of play.
Please return all foul balls to the train station and pick up your free spot.
Who will win this battle? 1-2. And Beaver hits it to right. He got under it, though, backing up, and Guy gets under it to make the catch. Runner tagging to third. Throw is cut off, and productive AB there for Landon Beaver as he gets the runner to third base. First and third, 1 out now for the Express. And Paul Osting, the left fielder, will stand in. Could really tell Beaver was really trying to take that ball to right field. Osting hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance of the summer. Castillo at first, Bowles at third, and he swings and grounds one past the third baseman into left. And the run will come in to score. Holding at second is Castillo. First and second, one out for the Express as they get a run closer here in the third. It's going to be scored a base hit for Osting, his first hit of the summer.
Number 8, Jake McCarter.
RBI single. So the leadoff walk, what do you know, it comes in to score. Here's Jake McCarter, and he takes ball one. Walk, walk, fly out, RBI single. The pitch, fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Salvo 65 pitches, still nobody throwing in the bullpen, so yeah, throwing the football. The 1-1. McCarter takes a change up low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Guess they're going to let him ride for a little bit and see how long he can go. McCarter would love to put a couple of more runs, or 3 more runs on his ledger here. That's way outside, just can't find it with a breaking ball, 3-1. Jack Anderson, the third baseman on deck, he's 1 for 1 with a base hit. And that's fouled back, and the count is full, 3-2. 3-2 Royals here. We play in the bottom of the third. Strasburg threatening, trying to tie or go ahead. Salvo finds the pitch he likes. The lefty checks the runner. The runners go. The pitch is grounded foul. So they will head back. Castillo back to second and Osting back to first. A little risky there trying to go. It's a lot easier to throw down as a catcher, throw to third than anywhere else. But runners do not go, and the pitch is hit into left. It's a base hit. So McCarter, same thing as last time. He hit it to left. The third baseman acted like he had the ball, and the runners hold up for Jack Anderson as he will step up with the bases loaded.
Jack Anderson.
So Castillo to third, Osting to second, and McCarter 2 for 2 with 2 singles tonight. So Anderson, who does have power, chance to come up big here with the bases full and 1 out. The set and the pitch. That's away for ball 1. And Salvo again will have to work from behind in this count. Some more movement down in the bullpen now. Anderson, tardy on the fastball, 1-1. Again, Jack with a single to left his last time up. That's a little low for a strike, 1-2. Again, last inning, the Express had the bases loaded, nobody out. They scored just 1. Bases loaded here with 1 out. 1-2. And a swing and a foul. Catcher just couldn't hold on to it. Polka Rock had it in the glove, but it popped out, and Anderson will get a second life here. Anderson hoping he can get the fastball, or maybe a breaking ball that's left up. Breaking ball outside. Nice job watching it as it stayed away and off the plate, 2-2. The 2-2 to Anderson. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a breaking ball, and there are 2 outs here in the third.
Right fielder, number 25, Christian De Los Santos.
And Christian De Los Santos, who struck out with the bases loaded last time, will bat here. First pitch is a ball, and again, falling behind. Express left 1 on base in the first, 3 in the second, and they've got 3 men on here in the third. That's in there, 1-1. Very likely the last inning here for Salvo with the pitch count the way it is, the way the game of baseball has become. 1-1. In there for a strike, and De Los Santos behind 1-2. So if Christian can't get it done here, the Express will have left 7 men on through the first 3 innings. 1-2. Got to watch the changeup here. There it is, and it misses just off the plate, 2-2. Salvo would have loved to have had that one, but it was a ball, at least according to our eyes and the umpires. 2-2, misses outside. Count works full. 3-2. Runners will be on the move here. Salvo's walked 2 in the inning. He's hit a man tonight. 3-2, payoff pitch. Here it comes. Ball 4. He lost him. Nearly works out of the jam instead. He walks De Los Santos with the bases full. Heck of a plate appearance there from Christian. And the Express tie at RBI there for Christian De Los Santos. That is his 7th of the year. Time is called, and that'll be it for Salvo. He will leave with the bases loaded, all 3 men his responsibility. 3-3 our score. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network. New pitcher for Winchester here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. It'll be the right-hander Jack Brooker out of Queens University of Charlotte. Bases full, 2 outs for the catcher Logan Duff. All 3 runners on base are the responsibility of Vincent Salvo, the starter. Brooker will work from the windup. Duff, RBI ground out his first time up. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball, or excuse me, a liner in the center. That's going to be down for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score on the broken bat liner. And Logan Duff gets the first pitch and drops it into center. 5-3 Strasburg, not wasting any time. So Duff has 3 RBIs on the night.
Center fielder number 10, Jay Douglas.
I don't know, for some reason I thought that was going to be on the ground, just the way it looked off the bat. But it fell over the shortstop Albert's head, and Logan Duff comes up big for Strasburg. All right, back to the top here. Jay Douglas, the center fielder, he's hitting for the 3rd consecutive inning. He's 0 for 2. Line out and a pop out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Brooker blowing it by him. It's 0-1. Numbers on the year for Brooker: 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, and a 0.00 ERA. Those 2 runs he allowed, not on his ledger. They were on salvos. 0-1 to Jay Douglas. Breaking ball, strike 2. So the Express with 4 runs in the inning. Nice response after allowing 3 in the top of the inning. Retaking the lead 5-3. Still a couple of ducks on the pond here. 0-2. And the pitch. And a ground ball to the left side. This could be a tough play. Shortstop Albert, long throw to first is not in time. And an infield single for Jay Douglas as he beats it out. His first hit of the game. And the bases are once again loaded. Back-to-back hits off of the right-hander Brooker. Nice job there by Douglas. He was a breaking ball. He was way out in front of it, but he was able to hit it to the right spot and beat it out. So the Express will hit around here after the leadoff walk to start the inning. Brady Bowles with the walk, and he takes a ball in the dirt, ball 1. Time is called. This inning really could have gone differently. They had De Los Santos down in the count 1-2, and then proceeded to walk him. Since then, the Express have taken advantage. 1-0 to Bowles. Swing and a miss. Tried to lay off. Looks like Brooker's got a above average fastball and a pretty good breaking ball as well. And again, on that last at-bat, Douglas was way out in front, but he put it in play and used his speed to get to first. 1-1. Check swing, did he go? No, he didn't. Still haven't had a swing on the appeal yet tonight. There's been about 10 of them. 2 balls and a strike to Bowles, shortstop out of Panola Junior College. Swing and a pop-up out of play, and it's 2-2. Got to think Brooker's going to go back to that slider here and try to freeze him or get him to go after one out of the zone. 7 hits already for the Express. Brooker works from the windup, the righty looking in. And he will kick and deal. Fastball misses, and it's 3-2. Runners will be on the move. We've already seen 1 bases loaded walk this inning. Well, if you're Bowles, do you sit on the heater, or do you think Brooker has the confidence to throw that slider for a strike? 3-2. And he does. I think he threw the off speed. It was fouled back. Still 3-2. So he goes 3-2 slider there. Does he go fastball here? 3-2. Kicking the pitch. Runners go. And that's low, ball 4. Don't know what that was. Maybe a changeup, or he just buried the fastball. Regardless, another bases loaded walk. And it's 6-3 Strasburg.
Second baseman number 3, Eddie Castillo.
Well, how often do you walk twice in the same inning? That's what Brady Bowles just did. And here's Eddie Castillo. Bases full, still 2 outs. See if Castillo can jump on one here. Swing, and he popped him up in the infield. Coming in is Fry in foul territory. and he makes the catch, and the inning is over. Strasburg strands 3, but they score 5 runs in the inning. 6-3 Express. We go to the 4th on the Express Baseball Network.
Abraham.
6-3 Express as we go to the 4th. Royals send up Abraham, Kaiser, and Polka Rock here in the inning. Justin Gay back to the mound for inning number 4. He's allowed 3 runs on 3 hits so far. And the first pitch to Abraham, who reached on an error his last time, is a strike, 0-1. Final line for Winchester starter Vincent Salvo. He went 2 2/3, 5 hits, 6 runs. All 6 were earned runs. Walked 3, hit a batter, and struck out 2. 0-1. That is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the last outing for Justin Gay, he also went 4 innings. That was last Sunday in the doubleheader against Waynesboro. Took a no decision. Strasburg did win the game, though. 1-1. And that's fouled back into the netting, 1-2. Some scores around Major League Baseball today. Some finals. The Marlins beat the Brewers 4-2. New York Mets beat the New York Yankees 12-6. The Orioles beat the Braves 9-6 in 10 innings. Diamondbacks beat Kansas City 7-1. 1-2. Target is out. The pitch is hitting to right. It's down for a hit, and that's going to roll into the corner. De Los Santos gets to it. Not really. He does fire it in. Ball gets away. It'll be a leadoff double, though, for the Royals here in the 4th. Their 4th hit of the game. So he took it the opposite way, and De Los Santos was shaded well off the line, so it took a while for him to get there. Some more scores. Red Sox beat the Nationals 10-3. Blue Jays beat the Angels 4-3 and 11. Cubs fell to the Cardinals 8-6. Twins beat the Rays 6-5. Phillies beat the Reds 5-1. All right, Kaiser hit into a 6-3 double play his first time up, and he swings and fouls it back 0-1. Well, Gay's been getting hit around a little bit last couple of innings, and pretty uncharacteristic for him. Yeah, Royals are being aggressive, and they've also placed some baseballs in pretty good spots down that right field line. Kaiser just trying to get the man to third here. 0-1. And check swing, it didn't go. No point of appealing. It's 1-1. Abraham at second after the leadoff double. Nobody out. Gay delivers. Fouled back again. A lot of baseball straight back, and that typically means the hitters are right on it. We've seen Gay start his last 2 games, but before that he'd been primarily a 8th or 9th inning guy for the Express. So a little bit of a different role here. The Express have dealt with some pitching departures recently. 1-2, and a breaking ball is hit in the left center. Coming in, Douglas. He is going to make the catch. Makes it look easy out there. Lost the hat, lost the glasses, but he shows off the speed, and that's the first out here in the 4th inning. 1 out now for Sean Pokerock, the catcher.
The catcher, number 29, Sam Pokerock.
Sean Pokerock line out to center his first time up. The pitch. Breaking ball hit into right. Shallow. De Los Santos coming in. He will get there to make the catch. And back-to-back flyouts on 2 pitches, 2 outs. All right, here is the Winchester third baseman.
Third baseman, number 17, A.J. Labruciano.
So Labruciano will step in for the 2nd time tonight. Single and scored a run his first time up. Some bottom of the lineup magic back in the 3rd for the Royals. The 8th and 9th hitters with singles. Then the leadoff man Padilla with a 3-run home run. So Gay trying to work around the 2-out double here with Labruciano, the batter. He's out of Ryder. And that's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Duff, 1-0. Some other games in the majors tonight. Tigers lead the Guardians 1-0 in the 4th. Astros lead the Dodgers 4-2 in the 3rd. At 9:10, the matchup everyone's been waiting for this year, the White Sox and the Rockies. For all the wrong reasons. 1-0. And that is lined in the right. De Los Santos not going to get there, and that's going to score a run. Coming in from 3rd and in, RBI single. Labruciano, another hit. He's 2 for 2, and it's 6-4.
Third stop, number 3, Easton Albert.
So Gay not able to work around after the leadoff double to work out of it. And the Royals are hanging around here in this one, their 5th hit of the game. And Easton Albert will bat 1 for 1, single, a stolen base, and a run scored last inning. It's a big-time hit there to get the Royals back on the board. The pitch. And that's a strike, 0-1. Probably the last inning here for Gay. I mean, his pitch count's not out of the world. It's just he's getting hit around tonight. Big lead at first. Gay will step off. One issue for the Express is they haven't been able to execute a pickoff this year, a rundown. They've had all sorts of difficulties with that. 0-1, and that's in there. It's 0-2. Rangers and Padres will play at 9:40. Giants and Athletics at 10:05, and then capping off the night tonight in the majors, 10:10. Pirates are in Seattle to take on the Mariners. All right, 0-2 the count here. And runner gets a huge jump. The pitch is fouled away. Man, the Royals are really trying to take the ball to right field here against Justin Gay. That has been, it looks like that's something they're trying to do. I mean, take it the other way approach. Just seems too coincidental to have that many baseballs heading to right field, other than the fact that they might be late on a lot of these pitches. And that got him. Either off the elbow or off the helmet. Had him down 0-2. And there are men on first and second now with 2 outs. And Padilla can try to do it again here.
Center fielder number 4, Jamie Padilla.
Padilla with a 3-run homer last inning, and he's got a chance to do it again here. And I know Strasburg's trying to get Gay through the inning, but he's, laboring right now. All I'm saying is don't leave a breaking ball in the middle of the plate to him again. Had him down, I believe it was 0-2 or 1-2. Yeah, 1-2. And then he left that breaking ball up, and Padilla deposited it over the wall and left. All right. 2 on, 2 outs here, top 4. Padilla the batter, the pitch. Fastball in there, strike 1. One run in the inning for the Royals. Well, after that 1-2-3 inning or almost a 1-2-3 inning for both teams in the first, we haven't seen that since. 0-1. Fastball, not a bad pitch, just missing, 1-1. Love to get that if you're the pitcher. One. And again, missing barely, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Dangerous count here for Padilla, the center fielder from the Hornets of Shenandoah, out of Winchester. Big lead off second. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to first. Beaver, as it go off the lip, he will toss to the pitcher, covering in time. And the Express get out of the jam, allowing just the 1 run. Good play there. 3-1 Beaver to Gay. And that'll do it in the top of the inning. 1 run for the Winchester Royals. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 6-4 Express. We're back after this. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Strasburg leading Winchester 6-4. The Express send up Beaver, Osting, and McCarter against the right-hander Jack Brooker. First pitch to Landon Beaver is popped up foul and out of play. And towards the parking lot, and couldn't tell where it landed. Took a big bounce, so I assume it didn't go off of a windshield. Landon Beaver tonight is 0 for 2. A couple of flyouts to right field. That one misses, 1-1. One. Swing and a miss. Beaver out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And that is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strasburg 6 runs on 7 hits. They've committed 1 error. Winchester 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors. And that is a swing and a miss. And Beaver 0 for 3 tonight as he goes down on strikes for the first out here in the 4th.
Left fielder number 9, Paul Osteen.
Paul Osting, 1 for 1, hit by a pitch and a run scored in the 2nd. RBI single in the 3rd. He is a switch hitter, batting from the left side here for the first time tonight. Well, we know he's capable from the right side. He's already got a hit over there. Let's see if he can do it this side. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Flag is very still out in left center. And low, according to our PA announcer, 1-1. And that's in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, you look at this pitcher here in Brooker, he's got good stuff. I know they hit him around a little bit last half inning, but he's a guy that you're probably not going to get a whole lot of opportunities against if you're Strasburg. You've got to try to hit one out of the park. That's a little bit high, 2-2. Good velocity, good breaking ball. We'll see what they can do against him here. Did allow a couple of inherited runs to score. Breaking ball, that short hops the catcher. Poker rock bounces up into the netting, and from 1-2 to 3-2. And this has been a theme all night for the Royals. They just can't finish the job quickly. They're having to throw a whole lot of extra pitches. We saw that with the starter Salvo. 3-2, he kicks and deals, and that is strike 3 called. And there are 2 outs here in the 4th. Back-to-back punch-outs for the right-hander, Brooker.
The DH number 8, Jake McCarter.
Here's Jake McCarter. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles to left. When you look at Winchester's roster, they don't have a lot of players in general, especially pitching. The pitch. And that misses, ball 1. They do have 4 catchers, which is out of the ordinary compared to a lot of teams. Usually you carry 3 catchers. They have 4. 1-0. Swing and a miss. And right now, Brooker is carving up the Express. One is a little bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. McCarter at a high point, 2 for 2. Jack Anderson on deck. Fouled into the netting, 2-2. And Brooker looking to strike out the side in order here. And a breaking ball falls in for strike 3. And Brooker strikes out the side in order. Dominant in the 4th. We go to the 5th, 6-4 Express. We're back after this. We go to the top of the fifth. Strasburg leading Winchester 6-4. New pitcher for the Express, A.J. Lawson. 6-foot right-hander out of St. John's University. And he will relieve the righty Justin Gay, who went 4 innings, allowed 5 hits, 4 runs. Didn't walk anybody, so he continues to throw strikes. He struck out 2. Lawson will face 2, 3, 4, Guy, Meyer, and Fry here in the inning. And the right-hander's first pitch is hit in the center. Pretty well hit. Douglas backing up towards the wall, and he makes the catch. So a deep fly out on the first pitch, and 1 up, 1 down for the Royals here in the 5th inning. Cole Meyer hit by a pitch his last time up. Numbers on the year for Lawson, just 1 appearance, 2/3 of an inning. He has allowed a run and walked 3. First pitch misses. 1-0. So 2, 3, 4 in the Winchester lineup. Lawson deals. Fastball in there, 1-1. Winchester enters play at 13-13, good for 3rd in the North Division behind Woodstock and Strasburg. 1-1, chopped to short. Moving to his left, Bowles. Fields throws in time, and there are 2 outs. Back-to-back outs for Lawson out of the pen. Here's Parker Fry. Woodstock leading the North Division at 18-6. Strasburg second, currently showing with a record of 15-10. But if you want to look at it in probably the technical way, the Express are 16-9. So technically 3 games out of first in the North Division. Third place Winchester 13-13. They're 6 games out of first. First pitch misses, ball 1. Percival fourth at 11-2. Fifth is Front Royal at 10-15. Front Royal started the year 10-3. Since then, they've lost 12 in a row. The 1-0, fouled away. And then in last place, Newmarket. Newmarket is technically 9-17 right now. That's in the dirt. In the South, Harrisonburg leading the way at 17-8. Stanton 3 games out at 14-11. Then Charlottesville, Waynesboro, Culpeper, and Covington. Everybody makes the playoffs this year. The top 2 seeds from both divisions get a first-round bye. 2 balls and 1 strike to Fry. That's high. So if the season ended today, Woodstock and Strasburg would receive that bye to the second round, and then in the South, Harrisonburg and Stanton. 3-1. And ball 4. And that's his 4th walk of the season through an inning and a third. So Abraham will bat, doubled his last time up. The way things are going to work this year in the playoffs, every game will be a 1-game elimination series besides the championship series. So until you get to the North versus South championship, every game is a 1-gamer. The pitch. And that is popped up shallow right, and this could be trouble. Castillo puts the glove up, slides, and makes the diving catch. Away from his body, he reached up, slid, and made the snag. Heck of a play out there for Eddie Castillo. And the Express get out of it, allowing no runs to score. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Strasburg leading 6-4 on the Express Baseball Network. Go to the bottom of the fifth. Strasburg up to bat. It'll be Jack Anderson lining one into left center and down for a base hit. On the first pitch, Anderson has his second hit of the game. He is now 2 for 3, 2 singles and a strikeout tonight.
Number 25, Christian De Los Santos.
So Anderson getting on the first pitch, and that's what we've seen where the Express have had success against this right-hander. It's jumping on him quickly. So De Los Santos is the batter, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, a walk, and an RBI as he walked with the bases full. Trying to put one in the air here and drive it. Long hold the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. De Los Santos followed by Duff, and then the top of the lineup for Strasburg here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Brooker way ahead of the count here. And a breaking ball called ball 1. Long hold, the 1-2. That is low, and it gets past the catcher, Pokerock. Into second base. And Anderson in there on the wild pitch, and that's the first wild pitch I think we've seen of the game for either team. So that takes away the double play. Now, De Los Santos, big thing right here, you want to at least get the runner to third. And how do you do that? You hit it to right, and even if he catches it, Anderson should have time to tag. So you want to try to go the other way and have that kind of approach. 2-2. And that's in the dirt again. Blocked nicely by Pokerock. 3-2. Duff, the catcher, on deck. 2 RBI single his last time up on the first pitch that Brooker threw in this game. Right up the middle. This is kind of how the plate appearance went last time for De Los Santos. He was behind, and then the pitcher just couldn't throw a strike. 3-2. Brooker sets and delivers. And ball 4, he walks him again. So De Los Santos draws the walk for the second consecutive plate appearance. And the Express in business again, first and second, nobody out. Strasburg, they've left 7 men on base so far. Winchester, they've left 3 on. Excuse me, 4. Could we see a sacrifice here from Duff? He does not show. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Duff working with the rocking the mustache tonight. Oh, 1. That's in the dirt. Anderson trying for third. The ball's thrown down the third base line. And moving into second is De Los Santos on the error. He would have been dead meat. I don't know if it was a delayed steal or if Anderson thought that the ball was going to get past him, but it'll be a stolen base in E2. and the run comes in to score. Again, if that was a good throw from Puka Rock, that would have been an easy out, but he just didn't make the play. Again, I don't know what the plan of attack was there on Anderson's part, but again, a good throw. He was going to be out. 1-2. And the pitch. Duff takes outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Again, we appreciate everyone joining us tonight. 7-4 Strasburg we play here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Going to have to throw down to first. And De Los Santos is going to go for third here, and he is safe. He's called safe. Aggressive play there from Christian De Los Santos, moving to third on the drop third as Duff is out 2-3. But Christian moves to third. Aggressive, but he's there. That is the first out here in the 5th inning for Strasburg, and the Royals are going to elect to play the infield in here with Douglas stepping to the plate. The pitch. Breaking ball in there on the outside corner, 0-1. Be huge right here if Jay can put it in the outfield and give Strasburg yet another run, try to add on to the 3-run lead. Oh, and 1 the count. That's low and in the dirt. Brooker obviously looking for the punch out or soft ground ball in the infield. The set and the pitch. Douglas hits it off the plate, foul, and it's 1-2. The pitch. And just getting a piece is Douglas. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Well, looking ahead to the schedule for the Express, again, they're at Stanton tomorrow night. That's a 7:30 start, so if you got to be up early Monday, you might want to just watch from home. You can fall asleep in the recliner. 1-2. And that is in the dirt, going to trickle away, but not a lot of room here to score on wild pitches. Then Monday night, we are back here. Game is not on the printed schedule. It is on the Valley League site. It's a makeup game against the Cardinals of Front Royal. So we'll have the call here at 7 o'clock, hosting the Cardinals. Two. That's in the dirt again. And then I believe the next day we're back here again Tuesday to play Front Royal. So we'll be here Monday and Tuesday against the Cardinals. Three-two to Douglas. Runner third, 1 out, infield in for the Royals, and he pops it up foul. Give credit to Strasburg in one sense tonight. They have seen a lot of pitches. That's an understatement. Now, some of that is because the Royals have not been able to throw strikes, but we've also seen a ton of foul balls, too. Brady Bowles on deck. Douglas singled his last time up, trying to at least drive in the run here. 3-2. And that is low, ball 4, and another walk for Winchester. Douglas reaches. He'll be going on the first pitch to steal second, and we've got a visit to the mound. While they talk, we'll take a quick break. All right, after the visit to the mound, the Express had men at first and third. Douglas draws the walk. He'll be going on the first pitch, and De Los Santos is over at third. Bowles, 2 walks tonight, an RBI bases loaded walk. Douglas does not go, and the pitch is a strike, 0-1. I think he missed a sign. All right, he looks like he's more ready now. 0-1. There he goes. That is high, and yeah, he missed it the first pitch, but he takes the stolen base on the second pitch, and he is in the scoring position now. Hey, when you have a guy that has that kind of speed, there's no reason to have him sit on that base at first. He's going to fly out there to second. So now the Royals will put the infield in once again. 1-1 the count to Bowles, looking for his first hit of the game. And he hits it to right and foul and out of play. So he's quickly behind 1 and 2. The 1-2, and that is outside, 2 and 2. Still play here in the bottom of the 5th, 7-4 Express. Turning out to be an absolutely beautiful night here at the ballpark. Some Saturday night baseball on the 5th of July. 2-2 to Brady Bowles, runners at second and third. And a ball in the dirt, and Brooker has just not been able to get guys put away. Continuing what Salvo had issues with the first 2+ innings. 3-2 with a base open at first, but Eddie Castillo on deck. And he'll be looking to try to come up with a hit. 3-2 to Bowles. And he fouls it off the netting. Might have went off the umpire's bag of baseballs. See, I've got the PC version of that down. Orioles trying to cut down a runner at the plate here. Brooker will work from the stretch. And another foul ball almost off the same spot in the netting. Still 3 and 2. Royals are at Charlottesville tomorrow. That's a 1 o'clock start for them. Man, Brooker has thrown a ton of pitches so far through an inning and 2/3. This is pitch number 56. And he misses again, ball 4. And another walk surrendered by the Royals. Bases loaded, still 1 out, and here's Eddie Castillo.
Now batting number 3, Eddie Castillo.
3rd walk of the inning. As sharp as Brookins Brooker was last inning. Struck out the side. He looked like he was just toying with them. Now he's having a lot of trouble. Castillo looking for a big-time hit here. Bases full, 1 out. And that's low, ball 1. Last time Eddie was up back in the third, he fouled out to the first baseman with the bases full. Again, Strasburg, they've left 7 men on, but they've scored 7 runs. You almost don't want to help them until you actually can see a strike come across the plate. 1-0. That's the strike, 1-1. Eddie with 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. Actually, I think he's at 5 home runs officially. Right-handed bat out of the University of New Orleans. 1-1. High, ball 2. There is some activity down in the Royals bullpen. A right-hander getting loose for them. It looks like number 37, Connor Chansey out of West Liberty University. I do have good eyesight. 2-1. And he goes with the breaking ball. It skips into the netting, and the run's going to score. It nearly went over the netting and out of play. The run scores on the wild pitch. It's 8-4, and moving up to second and third are Douglas and Bowles. I don't know how that ball didn't leave play. I mean, that went way up the netting. And De Los Santos, who had been on base for a long time, finally comes home to score. I saw pictures when I wasn't here last game that the bat got stuck in the net. Oh, that makes me think of Sonny D, and I'll have to mention his news here in a moment. 3-1 to Castillo. Swing and a drive, left center deep, back at the wall and gone. And Castillo hits a 3-run line drive, home run to left, his 6th home run of the year. RBIs number 13, 14, and 15. And the Express lead at 11-4 here in the bottom of the 5th. He was just 1 pitch away from missing out on a grand slam. So Castillo hits it out of the park, his 5th home run of the year, and we've got a pitching change in Strasburg. We're back after this on the Express Baseball Network. Back to Strasburg, Landon Beaver, the batter. And the first pitch from the new pitcher, Connor Chansey, misses for ball one, 1-0. So if you're just joining us, Strasburg 5 runs here in the inning, capped off by what we just saw moments ago, a 3-run home run by Eddie Castillo, breaking this open to make it 11-4. Landon Beaver trying to get off the schneid tonight. He's 0 for 3, and Chansey comes in and falls behind 2-0. Chansey out of West Liberty University, 6'4" right-hander out of Martinsburg, West Virginia. And his numbers on the year, 10 1/3, 13 strikeouts, and a 1.74 ERA. And that is line to right, and Beaver has his first hit of the game. Beaver will round first and head into second, and a one-out double for Beaver.
Left fielder number 9, Paul Osting.
And here's Paul Osting. He is singled, been hit by a pitch, scored a run, and picked up an RBI. That is the 10th hit of the game for the Express. Chansey checks the runner at second and deals. And that is a strike, 0-1. Got some orange and pink skies to our right here at the ballpark. Got the trees out beyond the outfield that covers a lot, so we have to look to our right to see. 0-1. That nearly hit him, 1-1. And that misses, called strike 1 and 2. One ball and 2 strikes to count to Osting. Chansey deals, and that is down and in, 2-2. Well, you look at the numbers for the Royals pitching-wise. Salvo walked 3, Brooker walked 4. They also had a hit batter in there. So there's been a fair share of freebies given up, and it seems like they always do it when the bases were loaded or something like that. 2-2. That is low again, 3-2. Full count with Jake McCarter on deck. The pitch. And he popped him up, shallow right. And that's going to drop for a base hit. Runner's trying for third. Here's the throw, and it is not in time, and Ostring moves into second. That fell into no man's land out there in right field. It'll be scored a single, and then moving to second on the throw is Osting.
The DH, number 8, Jake McCarter.
And it's second and third now with 1 out for Strasburg, the 11th hit of the game. And McCarter will bat here for the 4th time tonight, 2nd consecutive inning. The Express looking to bat around for the 2nd time tonight as the Royals will play the infield in here. 11-4 our score. McCarter 2 for 3. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Oh, 1. That's low. 1-1. Approaching the 2-hour mark here in this one. We play in the bottom of the 5th, 11-4 Express. 1-1, wave and a miss at a pitch down and away, 1-2. And that misses, 2-2. Hopefully a firework. And the 2-2 misses again, 3-2. Jack Anderson on deck. He lit off the inning with a single about 27 minutes ago, unofficially. Maybe 45. 3-2. And that is high, ball 4, and another walk for the Royals. Base is full again, still 1 out for Jack Anderson.
Third baseman, number 14, Jack Anderson.
Well, I had already turned next innings column into the 6th inning. Now I'm going to have to turn next innings column into the 5th inning, as the Express are hitting around yet again. Bases full, 1 out, infield playing back now. And that is hit to right, but foul. And toward the bullpen, nobody called it. Might be busy throwing the football. 0-1. And he fouls it back. Quickly ahead now, 0-2, is the right-hander Connor Chansey, who's really, he's been the best reliever of the season for the Royals to this point. He's been really good. Oh, 2 to Anderson. That's slow. I don't think we've seen a 3-pitch strikeout all night. Pitch to Anderson. Way outside, 2-2. Five runs in the inning for the Express, adding on to the 5 they scored in the 3rd, 1 in the 2nd. 11 runs on 11 hits with 1 error. 2-2 to Anderson, bases full, 1 out. And that is outside, and after 2 strikes, we see 3 pitches in very similar spots, from 0-2 to 3-2. You know what would be exciting? Sending the runners here. 3-2, fouled back off the pole, and we'll do it again. Well, as long as he doesn't swing and miss, it wouldn't, or hit a liner right at somebody. 3-2 again. Base is full. And ball 4, he had him down 0-2 and walked him. Another run scores, RBI, bases loaded walk, and De Los Santos will get another chance.
Right fielder, number 25, Christian De Los Santos.
So an RBI for Anderson. Third time for Christian, stepping up with the bases loaded here tonight. Was the last one bases loaded walk too? Okay, that's what I thought. The pitch. Misses, ball 1. Yeah, so Christian has 1 RBI tonight. That was a bases loaded walk back in the 3rd inning. So he's up for the 3rd time with the bases full. 12-4, 1 out, 1-0 count. Way outside, and even Winchester's best arm, Connor Chansey, can't find it right now. Must have been a fun 4th of July for a lot of these guys yesterday. You know, if I'm Christian here, I'm letting it rip. 2-0. And he takes at the bottom of the zone. Not much you're going to do with that pitch. 2-1. That might have been a double play ball there. All right, 2-1. And 2-2. So this is a reverse of the last at bat where he got ahead 0-2 and then walked him. Here he was behind 2-0 and yes, exactly. He was ahead, now he's 2-2. And that, again, he just can't find that slider. It's 3-2. For the excitement purposes, at least get the guy from third to move around a little bit down there. You don't have to send him, but get him jumping around. 3-2. And a fly ball into left coming in. That's going to be caught. Runner is tagging from third. He is going to score. Sac fly RBI for De Los Santos, and it's 13-4. So Christian has his second RBI of the game. Sac fly to left.
50-50 winner. Nobody's claimed it yet. Red ticket 295-497. Good for 118.
Beaver scores.
295-497.
Beaver's been out on base for a long time. Finally comes in to score. So Anderson let's see, I think, Beaver already scored. Here's Duff, first and second, 2 outs, and he hits one to left. It's a base hit. Third baseman falls down. Runner's being sent to the plate. Throw is cut off. Now the throw, they got Anderson in a rundown, and the ball gets away, and Anderson is somehow safe. Winchester throwing the ball around out here. The run comes in to make it 14-4. And there are still 2 outs. So 14-4, RBI single for Duff, his 4th RBI of the game. Yeah, it's getting hard to keep track of the scorebook now. Here's Douglas batting for the second time this inning. He walked about 37 minutes ago. That pitch is a strike, 0-1. So Duff is at first, Anderson is at second. They had him in a rundown, and they threw it to get him, and they threw the ball away. Douglas fouls it back. This is the 5th at-bat in 5 innings for Douglas. He hit once in the first, once in the second, once in the third, and twice here in the 5th. But he's behind 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and this inning finally comes to a close. Take a deep breath, but not before Strasburg scores 8 runs, and they now lead it 14-4 as we go to the top of the 6th here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Strasburg breaking things open in the bottom of the 5th with 8 runs coming across as they now lead at 14-4. We go to the top of the 6th. Winchester sends up Kaiser, Pokerock, and Labuciano. First pitch from Lawson. Misses, ball 1. Well, you got to come out here, you got to throw strikes. If they hit it, they hit it. But last thing you want to do is come out here and walk anybody or hit anybody. Kaiser 0 for 2 with a double play and a fly out, the 1-0. And that's down 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Fouled back. They're trying to put a hole in the net to get us. Two and one. Take a look at the Valley League scoreboard here in just a second. Fouled back. Scores around the league. Wow, would you believe it? Front Royal leads Woodstock 5-2 in the 7th inning. Can they finally win? Culpeper leads Waynesboro 8-5 in the 7th. Newmarket trails Purcellville 7-0 in the 6th. Stanton and Covington tied at 4 in the 8th. Game 2 of their doubleheader. 2-2. And a strike 3 called, and Lawson strikes him out to start the top of the 6th. Exactly what you want to see if you're a Strasburg fan. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Sean Pokerock, the catcher. He's 0 for 2.
Now batting number 29, Sean Pokerock.
You know, when you've lost 12 in a row, it becomes a point where you're really due to win a game. It's going to happen eventually. The pitch is to the backstop, 1-0. And it would be the most baseball thing if Woodstock, the best record in the league, lost to Front Royal, who have lost 12 in a row. Bad thing for Front Royal is they've still got 2 more innings that they're going to have to hold things down. Woodstock typically plays well late in games. And again, that's high, so back-to-back 2-0 counts to start this inning for Lawson. He struck out the first man. And that is lined hard to left, and it is gone. And a 2-0 count. Lawson gives up a home run to the catcher, Pokerock. And for Sean, that is his first home run of the year. And it's a 9-run game, 14-5. Lined it out of here in a hurry. And that's the dangers of falling behind in the count.
Third baseman, number 17, A.J. Labuciano.
Here's A.J. Labuciano. 2 for 2, 2 singles, a run scored, and an RBI. Well, the 7, 8, 9 hitters have now combined for 4 hits. And that's a hit by pitch. So a 1-out hit by pitch will bring up Easton Albert. He's been on twice. Visit to the mound. This will not be a pitching change. While they do that, we'll step away and be right back. All right, after the hit by pitch, Easton Albert will bat for the 3rd time tonight. Single back in the 3rd, hit by a pitch in the 4th. Runner at first, 1 out, 14-5 the score. And the pitch is a strike, so he gets ahead here. Lawson 0-1. There is bullpen activity for the Express. You can hear it from here, 0-1. And that misses, ball one. And fires in the strike, and Lawson gets ahead 1-2. Pitch to Albert, and that is hit in the air to center. Douglas, plenty of room out there. Camps under it, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. So Albert is finally retired for the first time tonight. Back to the top of the lineup, Jamie Padilla, the center fielder.
Number 4, Jamie Padilla.
Padilla is 1 for 3 tonight, 3-run home run in the third. At the time, it gave Winchester a 3-1 lead. Since then, Strasburg outscoring them in a big way. Lawson looking for a first pitch out here against Padilla. And he swings and misses at a high fastball, 0-1. Well, make sure you're with us in the bottom of the 6th. We'll get to some history, baseball history on this day, July 5th. Oh-1. And that misses. One. Swing and a miss. Lawson blows the fastball right by him, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Trying to hold this inning to 1 run for Winchester and get Strasburg back to the plate and try to get back to that 10-run advantage. 1 ball, 2 strikes with a runner at first. 14-5 the score here in Strasburg. Lawson, righty, checks, sets, and delivers. And a breaking ball, strike 3 called. He struck him out. Second strikeout looking at the inning. Winchester scores a run on a solo home run by Sean Pokerock, but we head to the bottom of the 6th. 14-5 Strasburg on the Express Baseball Network. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Strasburg leading 14-5. New pitcher is Dominic Vassallo. Vassallo out of Long Island University, 6'3" right-hander from Brooklyn, New York. 1-0, and that is low. Ball 2 to Brady Bowles. Numbers on the year for Vassallo. He enters the game with an ERA of 7.94, 11 and a third innings, 10 strikeouts, but he has walked 13 men, and he fires in for a strike, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Brady Bowles. He has walked 3 times tonight, and he takes a strike, quickly 2-2. All right, we'll get to some history here starting in this 6th inning. Get to it in a moment. 2-2, and a swing and a miss. So Bowles strikes out, and that starts off this 6th inning.
Second baseman, number 3, Eddie Castillo.
Here's Eddie Castillo. He's got 2 hits tonight, including a 3-run home run last inning. And for Eddie, that was his 6th home run officially. The pitch, and that's a little bit low, ball 1. Outside corner, 1-1. The 1-1. Castillo hits it to right. That's pretty well hit. That's going to go back to the wall, and he's done it again. Castillo goes the opposite way, his 2nd home run of the game. And the Express are back up by 10. It's 15-5. So Castillo entered the game with 5 home runs. He now has 7 home runs on the season. Here's Landon Beaver, another guy with good power. He takes down an end. So Castillo he's been the man so far this year, and an incredible showing to this point here in 2025. 2 home runs tonight in back-to-back innings and back-to-back plate appearances. A 1-0. Beaver gets out of the way, 2-0. All right, some history here. Today in 1921, the Red Sox established an American League record, losing 4 consecutive doubleheaders with no other contest between the 8 losses. Two balls and no strikes to Beaver. 1 for 4 with a double and a run scored last inning. Swing, and that is laced to right, and a foul ball. Just missing extra bases again. Off the bat at 99 miles per hour unofficially. Today in 1934, Lou Gehrig hits an inside the park grand slam as the Yankees beat the Senators 8-3. Two balls and 1 strike the count to Landon Beaver out of UAB. That's down and away, 3-1. Today in 1948, Ralph Kiner hits 3 home runs for the Pirates. Game was against the Cincinnati Reds. And Beaver laces it into right. It's a base hit, his 2nd hit of the game. And the Express just keep on hitting. That is number 15 of the game, I believe.
Left fielder, number 9, Paul Osteen.
Make it the 14th hit of the game. And Paul Osteen will bat. Osteen is 2 for 3 tonight with a couple of singles and RBI, a hit by pitch, and a run scored. The pitch. Down and in, ball 1. 1-0. That's hit in the right. That's well hit towards the gap, and that's going to be down for a base hit. From first to third, and in there is Beaver. That's the 15th hit of the game for the Express. Austin has 3 hits. First and third, 1 out as the hitting parade continues here tonight for Strasburg. Jake McCarter will bat. He's 2 for 3.
The DH number 8, Jake McCarter.
So a good debut for Paul Osting. 3 singles, a couple of runs scored, and an RBI. All right, you got to think McCarter's going to be aggressive here. First pitch swinging. Try to get some more runs on the board. And he takes in the dirt, ball 1. Today in 1989, Mark McGuire hits his 100th career home run off of Royals hurler Charlie Lee Brandt. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that is foul, 1-2. Today in 1998, the White Sox played 14 runs, including 8 runs in the 6th inning on 12 hits against the Red Sox, but it's not enough to win the game. They fall to Boston 15-14. Strasburg hoping that's not what happens here. Jumping out with a lot of runs. 1-2, and McCarter takes outside. Today in 1998, Manny Ramirez hit 2 home runs and a grand slam in the Indians' 12-3 win over Kansas City. 2-2, and that is hit to right. Down the line, it's going to be foul. Today in the year 2000, 25 years ago today, the Diamondbacks beat the Astros 12-9. Luis Gonzalez becomes the first Diamondback to hit for the cycle. 9th player to hit for both the cycle and have a 30-game hitting streak. McCarter, a cue shot to the right side. It's going to score another one, and the ball is bobbled. An RBI and an E4, and it continues to get uglier and uglier. It's 16-5, Strasburg. So runners will be safe at first and second. The second error for Winchester. And for McCarter, that's his first RBI of the game. So Beaver comes in to score. Austin moves to second. And Jack Anderson will bat for the 5th time tonight. The pitch to Anderson. And a liner to right, another hit. They're going to hold the runners at third. It'll be the bases are going to be loaded again for Christian De Los Santos for the, is that the 4th time? The 4th time tonight he will bat with the bases loaded. What are the odds of that? Make that hit number 16 for the Express. Strasburg 16 runs on 16 hits and 1 error. The pitch. De Los Santos takes ball 1. So Christian is hitting with the bases loaded for the 4th time tonight. He's walked twice. He has a sac fly. He's got 2 RBIs. Still looking for his first home run of the year, and he's nearly hit by a pitch, 2-0. Well, you know Jay Douglas, he's got to hit again. He's got to make sure he continues to hit every inning. Douglas has hit 5 times tonight. Good count here, 2-0. And a ground ball to the left side. It's going to be a tough play. Only plays at third, and it's thrown away. Another run will score, and this is becoming a big-time laugher here. 17-5 as the fireworks go off. So it'll be a fielder's choice and an RBI. Fielder's choice and an RBI for De Los Santos. So everybody moves up, and this carousel continues to move here. Here's Duff. He's got 4 RBIs tonight, and he hits one high in the air, but he got under it. Coming in is Padilla. He will get there and make the catch. Runners will not tag, and there are 2 outs. And here's Douglas for the 6th time tonight.
Center fielder, number 10, Jay Douglas.
Well, it's 9:30, so we'll have fireworks for a while. All right, Douglas has 1 hit tonight in 6 tries. And he takes for a strike 0-1. 16-5 the score, 16 hits, and 2 errors for the Royals. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and Douglas down on strikes, preventing the Express from hitting around for the 3rd time tonight. All right, we're through 6 and off to the 7th. It is, we believe, 17-5. We'll check on that, and we'll be back after this. And we return to Strasburg for the top of the 7th. The Express leads 17-5. New pitcher is Brendan Cohen. Cohen is a 6'4" lefty from the Hokies of Virginia Tech. He's out of Leesburg, Virginia. He will face 2, 3, 4 Guy, Meyer, and Fry here in the 7th. The first pitch is high, ball 1. And did Duff's glove just break? No, I think the ball went right through it. Well, let's hope not. Looks like the Royals are going to be pinch hitting or something. They're making some signals into the dugout. All right, 1-0 the count to Guy. 0 for 3, a couple of flyouts. And that's way outside, 2-0. All right, I'll get to some more history here. The pitch. Ball 3. Today in 2001, Greg Maddux notched his 250th career win for the Braves with a 9-5 win over the Phillies. Three balls, no strikes, and that is ball 4. Walks the leadoff man on 4 pitches. Cole Meyer will bat.
Left fielder number 9, Cole Meyer.
Today in 2001, Pirate skipper Lloyd McClendon is fined $1,000 for walking off the field with the first base bag. It's the first time he had been fined for stealing a base. It was not his last. The pitch to Meyer. Strike 1, 0-1. Today in 2002, baseball legend Ted Williams dies of cardiac arrest at the age of 83. Williams, first ballot Hall of Famer with a .344 batting average, won the MVP and Triple Crown twice. That one just misses, 1-1. Ted Williams hit .406 in 1941. One from Cal, and that's a strike. Excuse me, Cohen. Cohen walking the leadoff man, but getting ahead of the 3-hitter 1 and 2. Just looking for outs here, and a liner to center. Douglas will be there, and he makes the catch right at him. 1 out here in the 7th. The Express looking for 2 more outs here to put this thing away. Here's Parker Fry, the first baseman.
First baseman number 27, Parker Fry.
Here's an interesting one. In 2004 at Dodger Stadium, Diamondbacks third baseman Chad Tracy, with his 9th inning run-scoring single on an 0-2 changeup, ends Eric Gagne's streak of 84 consecutive saves. The pitch misses way outside, ball 1. Today in 2005, passing Eddie Murray, Red Sox left fielder Manny Ramirez hits his 20th career grand slam. That guy could hit. And the sun's pretty good too. 1-0 to Fry. And Cowan having all sorts of trouble throwing strikes to the left-handers here, 2-0. And 3-0. Today in 2018, trailing 9-0 to the Marlins in the 4th, the Nationals stage a great comeback, eventually winning 14-12. 3-0, ball 4. And 2 walks in the inning here for Cowan. Just need to be throwing strikes when you're up by this mark. Phil Betterly coming out to talk. So the Nats come back and win that game. Trey Turner hits a pair of home runs, including his first grand slam, and drives in 8. And Matt Adams adds 4 hits in his first game since coming off the DL. A lot of 3-run performances today. Today in 2024, Will Smith has a 3-homer game for the Dodgers. If we want to see one here, that means we would have to continue playing to give Castillo a chance at his 3rd home run, which I think everyone would rather just save that for another night. All right, that's our history on this day in baseball history, July 5th. Again, today remembering the life of Ted Williams, one of the best players in Major League history.
Batters, the second baseman, number 33, Todd Abraham.
All right, first and second, 1 out for Todd Abraham. He's 1 for 3, doubled back in the 4th. Strasburg trying to get 2 more outs and put this game away. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Got started tonight at 7:02. Strasburg falling behind after the 3rd inning, but since then they haven't looked back. 0-1, there is bullpen activity for the Express. Check swing, and that pitch is somewhere, not a strike apparently, 1-1. And again, that misses, 2-1. Not missing by much at all. Two-one. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him. And the count is even at 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Abraham down on strikes for the first time tonight. 2 outs, and the Express are an out away from ending this game on the mercy rule. Another left-handed batter stepping up. The pitch, and he finds the zone, 0-1. Oh, 1. And there for a strike, 0-2. All right, left-hander Cowan, a strike away from ending this game here in the 7th. 0-2. Checks the runner, lefty kicks and deals, and a swing and a miss, and this ball game is over. Strasburg wins it in a game that lasts 2 hours and 41 minutes. Strasburg victorious on the mercy rule by a score of 17-5. Strasburg, 17 runs on 16 hits. They committed 1 error. Winchester, 5 runs on 6 hits. They had 2 errors. Winning pitcher in this game is Strasburg's A.J. Lawson, his first, and the loss goes to the left-hander Vincent Salvo. With the victory, Strasburg ups their season record officially to 16-10, but really 17-9. Great performance by the Express on the offensive side, which hasn't been a question at all this year. They continue to be the best team in the Valley League when it comes to offense, and I mean, they're becoming one of the top offensive teams in recent years here in the Valley League. Hitting parade tonight for Strasburg. Douglas had a hit. Castillo had 3 hits, including 2 home runs. Beaver with two hits. Osting in his debut, 3 for 4. McCarter, 2 for 4. Anderson, 3 for 4. Duff, 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs. De Los Santos had 3 RBIs for the Express. Strasburg heads to Stanton tomorrow night, a 7:30 start. You can watch that game on the Stanton Braves Facebook. And then we will be back here for Front Royal on Monday and Tuesday nights. Make sure you join us for those calls on Monday and Tuesday. Again, thank you for joining us from Strasburg. The Express win it. And they continue to get back into the groove after hitting the skids there for a few days. Playing much better baseball as of late. Dominant performance in 7 innings tonight. Strasburg 17, Winchester 5. Have a great Sunday, and we'll be back here Monday to take on the Cardinals. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2025 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.